Hi everyone, it's Patty, and today I wanted to share with you the stay-at-home mom tag. And I recently saw this. I've seen a few of these videos going around, and I just thought it would be a fun video to do and a fun way for you to learn a little bit about me. So I have the questions on my phone, so I'm going to be looking down on my phone just so I can read the questions. So let's get started. The first one is, are you a stay-at-home mom or a working mom? And I am a stay-at-home mom. The next one is, why did you choose to stay home? My husband and I decided it would be great for me to stay home just so I can be the one to raise our kids. I mean, we're raising them together, but I could be with them. We can establish a foundation. We're Christians and we want to establish that foundation from them being young. We want me to be around to be able to just be there for the moments, and it was just something that we thought would be best. I feel like since I was little, I have always felt God created me to be a mom and a wife, and it was just what I wanted to do, and my husband was in agreement with that. So we just wanted me especially to be there for our kids, both of us, but especially me to be there on a regular basis for our kids. The next question is, how old are your children? My daughter just turned 3 2 weeks ago, and my son will be 10 months in 3 days. The next question is, are you part of any mom or play groups? I am not part of specific groups, but we do have a church that we are part of, so I get together a lot with those moms, and I also have family that live in the area, so I get together with them. So we do a lot of play dates. I'm just not part of like a specific group. The next question is, do you have it all together every day? I think that is such a funny question to ask because I don't know any mom that feels like they have it all together every day. I do not have it all together every day. A lot of times I feel very overwhelmed, and I just, many days I feel overwhelmed and feel like I just need to catch my breath. So the next question is, do you have a daily routine or go with the flow? And I would say it's half and half. We have a routine of like specific times we eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. They have their specific nap times. So we do have the routine in the sense of like, we get up, we have breakfast, and then like usually I run my errands in the morning, then it's lunch, then nap time, and after nap time I cook dinner, and then it's kind of like our calm down time and our bedtime routine. So it's kind of a routine, but in between that we have play dates, errands, and all of those things. How long do you plan to stay home? As long as we can. We hope to homeschool, so hopefully we can, as long as we're able to, we would like for me to stay home as long as possible. Do you keep up with the housework or share? I do most of the housework, but my husband is very gracious, and he wants to help me a lot of the time, and I don't know how he does it because he works all the time and then he insists on helping me, which I think is really nice and a big blessing for me. So I do most of the housework, but a lot of times he will help me. That way we can spend more time together. Do you do anything on the side for extra money? Right now, no, but I'm currently trying to do a few things that will hopefully start bringing in extra money, but as of right now, I'm not doing anything that's bringing in extra money. But I'm working on it. What do you love about being a stay-at-home mom? There's many things I love. I love being able to see all those special moments with my kids. I just love that all those moments, like my daughter's first steps, my son's first smile, like every single moment I've been the one that has been able to capture them and then share them with my husband, so he gets to see like those moments through my eyes and not like a stranger. So that's probably my favorite thing, just being able to live life with my kids and interact with them and just share those moments with them and share each special moment with them and get to know their little personalities. And just I love the flexibility of being a stay-at-home mom. Like, we pretty much can do whatever we want throughout the day, and even when we homeschool, yes, we have to do schooling, but it's very flexible. So I love that flexibility. And if we want to go visit my husband, he works pretty far, so we don't, but we have that flexibility. If we want to visit a family member, we have that we're able to do. So I just love that we can do that. The next question is, what do you hate about being a stay-at-home mom? There's nothing I hate about being a stay-at-home mom. I will say sometimes I feel like I'm a little overwhelmed, and when you're a stay-at-home mom, you're constantly, it's a 24/7 job. So I would say sometimes I just feel overwhelmed and feel like I need to catch my breath. And when I would say my biggest struggle is when I'm sick. I still have to be a mom. You know what I mean? There's no, like, I can't lay in bed all day. So I would say that's my biggest struggle. Like, it's a 24/7 job, and sometimes I just feel overwhelmed and feel like I need to catch my breath. And I mean, sometimes I can go to the store for like an hour on my own, and that's when I can do that. But I'd say that's the most challenging, that it's a 24/7 job. But I wouldn't say I hate it, it's just a challenge. The next question is, did you always know you wanted to be a stay-at-home mom? Pretty much. Since I can remember, I remember saying I wanted to be a wife and a mom, and specifically a stay-at-home mom. I did, though, go to school to be a teacher. That way, if we weren't able to financially, if I wasn't able to stay at home, I feel like being a teacher, one, I love to teach. I have already started doing preschool at home with my daughter, so I love teaching. But I also love the flexibility of being a teacher. I feel like it's a very family-friendly job. So I always knew I wanted to be a very involved mom, whether it was being a teacher or a stay-at-home mom. I knew I wanted that flexibility of being able to be very involved in my kids' lives. What does your partner do for work? My husband is a mail carrier for the United States Post Office, so he's a mailman. The next question is, when do you shower, morning or night? I shower at night after the kids are in bed because I don't want to be rushed. So I rather, like, that's kind of my wind down thing. And I would have to wake up really early if I wanted to shower in the morning, and that would just be too stressful for me. Do you put on makeup every day? I would say probably 5 out of the 7 days I put on makeup. I feel like it just is very refreshing for me if I do not put on my makeup, or if I stay in sweats all day, or I don't put myself together. I feel very unmotivated, or I feel like if I put a little bit of makeup on, do my hair, get dressed, I feel like, okay, I'm ready to take on the world. I'm ready to take on the day, and I just feel like a lot more motivated. I don't feel like blah. I also think it's important because when my husband gets home from work and he's been working all day, I don't want him to come home and see me in like sweats and messy hair. I'd rather him see me a little bit put together, just because I feel like he's been working hard, and I just prefer him not to come home to me looking like messy and blah. So most days I put on my makeup. I do give myself a little bit of leeway, like probably 2 days a week I don't put on my makeup and just kind of let my face breathe. The next question is, do you work out and when? I do not work out. I attempted to work out when I was pregnant with my son, and my daughter like climbed all over me, and that was like the last attempt. But I'm constantly running around with the kids, walking around, so I feel like that in itself is a good workout. So I don't work out, but I walk, and we're at the park a lot, and we're pretty active as a family. What's your cleaning schedule like? I don't really have like a cleaning schedule, like Monday I clean the bathrooms, Tuesday I dust the furniture. It's kind of like, okay, right now my kids are calm and playing, let me dust the furniture really quick. I kind of have guidelines, like if everything's not done by Friday I need to get in gear and get it done. I try to do a load of laundry every day, and I do have a nighttime routine where I just go through and make sure everything's clean and put away at night. So I do that, but I would say, and I try to sweep almost every night because there's always food everywhere. So I have my nighttime routine, but I don't have like a cleaning schedule of like, this needs to be done this day. I feel like right now in my season of life with the kids being so little, it's just too hard to do. Hopefully once they're older, I can do that. But I feel like in this season of life, that is, I don't want to put that pressure on myself. To me, it's important to have a clean house. As long as it's done by the end of the week, then great. Even if I have to stay up late one night, I'd rather do that than be like, okay, I have to do this day. I try to do a to-do list and have like a goal for each day of something to clean or something to organize. I try to tackle one project to organize and things like that, but I don't like go crazy. The next question is, do you have alone time with your significant other? Well, we put our kids down between 7 and 7:15, and we try to dedicate, besides like I do clean and my husband helps me clean, that way we get more time together. So that's pretty much our alone time. Then we also have, our family lives nearby, so from time to time we have date nights and stuff like that. It's challenging to go out on dates just because the hecticness of life, but we do try to go out on dates since we do have family nearby. They are kind enough to babysit for us, but pretty much every night our kids are down by 7:15. We have dinner together, and my husband's not home in time to have dinner with the kids, so the kids eat, and then I wait for my husband, and him and I eat together after the kids go down for bed. Do you ever have me time? My mom is really sweet. She works, but she comes over once a week. I live on the second floor of our apartment, so it's very difficult for me to go grocery shopping with the kids and bring the groceries upstairs. So she comes over once a week so that I can go do groceries. Most of the time by myself. Sometimes I'll bring one of the kids, but almost always it's by myself. And I just love grocery shopping. With or without the kids, I just love it. I think it's so much fun. And so I usually get like that time to myself. Also, every few weeks, if it's like been a really hard week, I ask my husband after we put the kids down if I could just go somewhere like Target. I mean, Target, come on, who doesn't love Target? Or like Home Goods, or just somewhere so I could just like walk around, look at home decorations and stuff like that. So I would say those are the two me time things that I get. So I think that's, yep, that is all the questions. I hope that was informative and fun for you to get to know a little bit about me. I'm not going to tag anyone, but if you want to do the video, I will leave all the questions down below so that you can do it. And if you do the video, let me know in the comments so I can watch yours. If you liked getting to know a little bit more about me, please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you later. Bye!